Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Here we go again. Against quite a hard boss, but yeah, I think I can do that. Shouldn't be so tough to pull up. Just focus and then we get her down, or them down, better to say. So here we go again. Okay. Oopsie. That's not good. Anyway, it's a start. I was about to say I heard her on the left side. Oh no. She is here. Oh my gosh. Why do I take so much damage here? That's not a good try.
That is thy place of belonging.
But yeah. Also a bad try is a try. We have to start somewhere. And it's quite early for me in the morning, so of course I forget Tears of Denial. And yeah, it was quite a long time ago that I played it. I think 2-3 days. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Sunday it was, I think. The last time that I played. I think we will be more careful. So, over there. I have souls in here? I think not. Nope. Oh my gosh, how far is this going? No. Don't get greedy. No, there she is. I find her more about the sound than the visual effects. They are a little bit disturbing from time to time. So, here we go again. I have to take care about her because she is casting a heal spell, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. This was not good. is she? Oh, she's casting directly under it. Yeah, oh no. Oh my gosh, I staggered him. This is unexpected. So, where is she? There she is. So, come on. Oh no. I have to hit her. No, 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 no. Where? Oh no. Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Sweep all thought of us from thy mind, as thy kind always have.
Wow. This was not bad of a try, but she got me good there. Oh, I think I was a little bit out of range to attack her, so yeah. Anyway, I think second try already for third phase. I can go from there. Easy. So whoopsie. Gotcha. Get away, get away, get away. Oh, come on. There she is. Uh-oh. The greed. I should have simply stepped away from her. And she was in that stance. So, oopsie. Not good. This was not the kind of try that I was hoping for. Get away, get away, get away. This was bad.
Thought of us from thy mind, as thy kind always have.
Oh my gosh. There were so many things not going in the way as expected. Oh my god. Anyway. We go on. What is my... Quack. Oh yeah, I took the frost resistance ring instead of the stamina region. Anyway. Here we go. And now we get her down. Oops. Come on. And? Oh my god. There she is. Oh, God. Get away, get away, get away. Oh my gosh. Already procced the Tears of Denial. Got you first, my lady. Sorry, sister. So, I think I'm gonna heal up and here we go. You're mad, I understand. Come on. No, 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 no. Oh, she's casting already. Come on. Not that it was too late to interrupt her. No. Yeah, also get the breakfast bowl on that. So, double not get. Anyway, here we go again. I have to play the first phase way better. Oh gosh. Talking about better and rocking already in the first 10 seconds. Hey King, welcome in.
For that is thy place of belonging.
How you doing? So let's see. Maybe I need the mana. Don't know, but let's see. Let me get that out of the way. Oh man. No. She is hitting like a truck. Pardon? Oh my gosh. So bad. Oh my gosh. She almost hit me first there. And this would be the end for sure. So. Well done. So now I have to attack him. Can I get out here, please? I don't even see what's going on there. Okay. I was stuck against the between the wall and the statue over there. Unfortunately, I couldn't get out there. So I should not be between the father and the wall. I think we can agree on that. So, let's see. Maybe we can do a little bit better in the first phase and the second phase. Yeah. I don't know what I did the other try when I got her down so fast. Okay. That is a horrible try. Just finish me off.
Return from whence
Thank you.
thou camest, for that is thy place of belonging.
Taking me out so fast, this is not worth trying. Not in the slightest. So... I think I should not do this mana refill every try. I have to find a way to fight her better. I cannot go into melee range when she's in this stance. Oh gosh. Come on. I was having a drink. Huh? I don't know. This was laggy. Oh, good. That I recovered swords that I don't have. There she is. Gotcha. So, here we are. Okay, not good. Drink. Then he comes like a train and rolls over me. Yeah. That's not the play. So, first phase, I think I will just try to let her do this stealth attack. As I can give her 3 attacks in this when I find her. But anything else is just exchanging blows that I don't like at all. Come on. Hello? So. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, the fourth was too much. Hello? Why am I so bad? I haven't seen her. Okay. Too bad. Oh my gosh. There she is. Okay. Dang. Where is she? Yeah. This was hard to hear for me. So. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh, let's switch over to the father. Oh. Hey Brash, welcome in. How you doing? No. Okay. Not okay. Yeah, Dark Souls, indeed. And I'm not even good. Come on, hit him. Oh. So, come on. Get out of the way. Where is she? I expect her to cast any second from now, so... Uh-oh. Get out there. Drink. Oh, I have nothing to drink, okay. That's the end.
All thought of us from below, as thy kind always have.
Not good, but yeah. Bad. And Rash, what are you doing? How's your day? Hi, besta man. You're at work? Yeah, this week I am. I'm on vacation. So. But just, just this week, so. Next week, yeah. There she jumped down. I was even seeing her jumping down there. And get away. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. I was just jumping back and not rolling. finally have the weekend
place of
off.
belonging.
That is awesome. In general, I have the weekend always off, but yeah, the weeks are what? English only, please. So, and that's why I'm working every Monday to Friday initially, but the numbers of hours, they are different. Let's say, depends on how much work to do. That's why a little bit of playing games, streaming as a hobby. That's okay for me. I can handle that. Where are you? Okay, there you are.
Return from whence thou camest, for that is
Hmm.
thy place of belonging.
That was not good. Seems like I was not moving at all. Hey, the real rhythm. Yeah, it's... How do you know it's a strange spirit? It is, and it's a tough fight, let's say. But, you know, I got the Nameless King down, so I hope this one won't be harder. Oh lord.
Return from
Okay,
whence thou
it
camest,
is
for that is thy
getting
place of
worse.
belonging.
After seeing the third phase in the second try today, this is getting ridiculously bad. Come on. Have a drink. So, here we go. Yeah, I try to find my way through this fight with, getting the boss better to know step by step. Not checking any video guides or whatnot. This takes a little bit longer in general, but... Oh, that's good. Was it here? Oh gosh. Get away, get away, get away. Oh, come on. Hey Z, welcome in. Gotcha. Anytime I use speed weapon, I get within the first 3 tries, but heavy weapon. Yeah, you get stuck there, but I don't know. It's my first playthrough, so I was just... Oh gosh, she got me. I was just using the...
Return from whence thou camest, for
While
that
leveling, I
is
was
thy
just leveling
place
up
of
the
belonging.
stats. That seems somehow reasonable. So the first level, I think I was just spreading the levels on everything. Then some people came and said, yeah, maybe you should focus on either strengths or dex or so. And then I said, okay, strength it is. And since then, yeah, I run around with either a great axe or a great sword, and it's the first time that I have to deal with the boss. And the rip counter is only for her, of course, and the father. But I count this, of course, as one boss. Dang, where is she? Uh-oh. Get away, get away, get away. Drink. Come on. Oh, no, no, no. Bad, 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 bad. Oh, finally. Oh my lord. Give me a sec. I love that. Yeah, the auto mod is a little bit harsh, but you know, it's better without a moderator to have a little bit of more moderation than too little. Too early. Oh. This escalated quickly. Don't tell me that she's harder than the Nameless. The Nameless King was giving me headaches over days. This was something where I was, hard stuck for a week. I don't know how many tries I had with the Nameless King, but more than 200 for sure. Oh no. I can do better than that. Ah, there you are. Get away, get away, get away. Oh my. Let me drink, come on. You're not the Nameless King. Don't act like that. There you are. Huh? Dang it. I saw her on the left side, but I was not expecting her to be at the door. Yeah, the camera in phase 1 was pain, but the moment that I got a way to deal with it, it was okay. Especially with, I think, additional lightning damage to my sword. The dragon, or whatever it is, was down quite fast. But in the second phase, oh gosh. There she is. The second phase was the hardest for me. This was so bad sometimes. And then it took me one lucky try and I got her down. Him, sorry. Or them, whatever. So, same I hope here to get. Oh, no, 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 no. Have a drink. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. This was already my Tears of Denial. So... Okay, then it was obvious. Hitting the ground twice and yeah, then running into their RA. That's not what I should do. Just step back, be a little bit more relaxed. Especially that she's only costing the miracle, I think, around 50%, so until then I can play it more relaxed. So, same in phase 1. I don't know how to dodge this attack. This is something that I'm still trying to figure out. Are you here already? Yeah. Okay. I dodged this one. But the Abyss Watchers was something that I had a lot of fun with. I was really enjoying this fight. Why she got me there? Come on. I had some trouble with the dancer and, needless to say, with the Nameless King. That was... Oh gosh. I missed her. Okay. Come on.
Return from whence thou camest.
No, the dancer, I had something like 200 tries, 250 tries. I was really bad at that fight. And the Nameless King, 280, 90, in this range. All the other bosses, don't get me wrong, they were also, some of them, they were kind of hard, but I would say, yeah, no, Dancer and Nameless King, they were, you know, they were in a totally different league compared to all the others. Even the Twin Princess, that was kind of okayish. So, getting some stamina back and then... Oh, here you are. Gotcha. This was a good try. So, now I only have to survive this phase here. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Have a drink. No, 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 no. bad. Oh gosh. That I came out of that was more luck than anything else. So burn her down, burn the witch. Come on. Okay. No. Drink. I was not even hitting him. This is what I'm more mad about. Oh gosh. But he's taking good damage. No, focus needs to be on him. I thought the name was Archu. I don't think I've ever died to Dancer. I have pretty much always first rider. Yeah, with Dancer I had a lot of tries with too little damage. So I was running around with the two-hand axe, I think. No. With the great hammer I was running around and it wasn't enough damage, so to bring her into the next phase took me ages, and to figure out that I can stand behind her took me very, very long. And then one day I was upgrading a great axe. With the great axe on, I don't know, was it max level? I'm not sure. I got her down. And this was surprising. Oh no. I should have rolled back. Where is she? Oh gosh. Okay.
Return from whence
That she got me
thou
good.
camest, for that is thy place of belonging.
Yeah, the dancer was a really tough fight, because first I tried to play her from the front. That was no good idea. And yeah, then I tried to stay behind her, and the dancer, her grip got me so often. This was really painful. But in the end, with enough force, I smooshed her, and yeah, it was good. And since the Twin Princess, I'm wearing now the sword. It is also doing good damage. Come on, get away. Oh, are you serious? Come on. Okay, that wasn't a good play.
That is thy place of belonging.
Yeah, I think this boss, I need to be super, super patient. I cannot run into her and trying to get her down with force. But also, when I don't hit her at all, then yeah, the boss will never die, so at least 2 attacks I think I can give her whenever I am in striking distance. And if I miss, I just go back. Don't be so spooky. Oh gosh. This stance, I don't know. Oh gosh. Oh, directly behind me. That's convenient. Get away. Okay. Talking about patience and then being greedy as if there is no tomorrow. At least, you know, with these bosses I see what my mistakes are and I can try to get a bit better. While other bosses, yeah, they were just striking you down and you said, okay, how can I deal with that? Nameless King, for example, what helped me there was using a shield. This reduced my damage taken by the lightning strikes a ton. Come on. Here you are. And now get away. As fast as you can. Yeah. Just get away. So we are full in stamina. And there she is. Go away, go away, go away. Yeah, the Twin Princess. I had one good try where I staggered the boss in the first phase, and this was helping me a lot. Also, the Nameless King, when I got him down, it was the first time that I staggered him. That's a major point that I think what is bad in a build with these super slow weapons. Staggering bosses is, to me at least, super hard. And some bosses, yeah, they only go down by that. Hello? No, 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 no. You don't die here. Okay, one attack is better than none. Oh, I want to play with him, not with her. Huh? Come on. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh gosh, no. I'm so dead. No, I'm not. Good. I take that. Come on. The greed. The greed. It was just one attack, and I've seen that the stamina was not there. Simply it was so bad. I've also had times stacking, except for a few exceptions like Damien, Prince, and Frieda. But Frieda? I think I never staggered Frieda. The father I staggered in one try. And Nameless King first phase. Easy. Staggering the dragon. And then smooshing him with the greatsword. This was so awesome. Come on. Oh gee. Okay, she's staggered, let's say, but not no repost or whatever special attack is called. Well, I take this as a good try. So, come on. I want to play with the big man. Huh? I thought I was out of range there. Oh gosh. Oh.
Sweep all thought of us from
Okay.
thy mind, as thy kind
That
always
he
have.
walks through the entrance was not good. I'm currently on NG 4+. Even first only breakthrough. First right free there. By playing super aggressive, then I spent 3 days on Demon Prince. Because I did no damage to him. Oh my gosh. But I think Dark Souls is a game where, with a lot of patience and try and fail, you can get a lot of things done. What you don't have to do is measure yourself against others, you know. You know, I also have people that are coming and saying, yeah, that's an easy boss. Yeah, maybe for them, not for me. You never can tell how the people are playing, you know, are they playing with controller or keyboard, mouse, whatever. Where are you? There you are. And also how experienced are you in this kind of game, you know? I normally play, I don't know, simulation games or RPGs, but not this kind of RPGs. Huh? Pardon? I was about to say, I saw you jumping right through my face. So, come on, dodge, and now strike back. Oh gosh, this was... Be faster. Finally. The first phase of this boss fight is not even hard. It's just taking so much time. Okay, instead of rolling sideways, I just kick her. Why not? Okay. Am I dead? Yeah, still alive. Good. Can't she just go away? I prefer to play with the father. And again, I forgot when he is against the corner. There's no way for me to get out, so he needs to run against the side wall. And I think this is something that I can steer him against. So, I will try that. Thanks for the follow, by the way. If I miss something during the fights, you know, it's because I'm focused on the fights. What I think most of the Dark Souls players will understand that. There you are. So. Ouch. Here you are. Found you. No, with the when I started the game, then I was saying no backseating or whatsoever, because I wanted to experience the first hours of the game as natural as possible. So if somebody wants to give me a backseat about, I don't know, you can find item XYZ there and there, then just I do this by the points, you know, not that somebody comes in and says, yeah, I tell you how the game's played, and this is how I wanted to have it a little bit more down. But I have to say, there are a lot of friendly Dark Souls players that were coming in and offered help or gave me hints and everything without, you know, spoiling the game or whatnot. Even the Nameless King, this was a name that I only heard, I think, 2 or 3 tries or 2 or 3 bosses before I did it. So people were really not spoiling the game. Absolutely. And you know, seeing how hard the game is, I don't even think that with spoilers it would have been easier for me. It would have just ruined a lot of the story, you know. The only thing what I accepted, let's say, in the first hours of play was when I was struggling with the controls, and then somebody said, okay, you can, for example, you can kick a shield. This was something where I said, okay. Oh, she's healing him. Where is she? Oh no. I'm in a bad position. And I'm out of stamina continuously. So... that's a side wall. I take that. And he's down. So, phase 3. Now the madness can begin. Where is she? There she is, okay. I've no idea how to fight her. Okay. Ah, she's dual wielding now. is she? Oh gosh. This is horrible. I have a flask. Why am I drinking? Come on. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. And now, run, run, run. Run. Oh gosh, no. Drink. Drink again. I had no chance. I was out of flask. But still. Phase 3. Below 50%. I think this was a good try. Hey Shadowcat. Welcome in. I'm doing amazingly today. I have a fantastic day. Get some, you know, experience, let's say, in Dark Souls. Not that I win, but I'm getting better. How are you doing? How's your day? So, and again, phase 1. There needs to be something like a quick save that I can simply start over again in phase 3 or so. I know that would be boring. There you are, I saw you. Oh, whoa. Good that I got her force strike bet. No. Okay. I haven't seen her, I was just fighting there. The day is just beginning. Very good. Yeah, mine too. I mean, I'm streaming an hour or so. And it's my morning, so... So come on. Pardon? That wasn't good. But anyway, phase 2. We have 6 lasts. That's a bad try already. You have to focus on the father. Okay, he focused on me. That was a rough ending there. This reminds me of, yeah, I need to eat breakfast too. I would not eat fire or lava, whatever in the bowl, but yeah, some flakes. So, come on, lady. I know you can do it. Without hitting me so often. Okay, directly behind me. Oh no. I was stuck. Hello. Okay. Why am I drinking? Nobody knows. Oh gosh. That wasn't good. This was just bad. I think a little bit of greed was there because I saw that she was almost down, but yeah. I have to play it better than that. Considering what is coming in phase 3, I cannot waste a lot of health potions here. Get away, get away, get away. Oh no. I say that and then I drink without any need. Come on, do your shadow step. Oh, there she is. Sometimes I don't hear it. Pardon? Oh. Uh-oh. I have to get her down without this attack. So bad. It was just one hit. Oh my gosh. So, here we go again. With the father serving the breakfast. Okay, here we go. Getting the first attack already. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Hello. Roll, please. No, again.
Thought of us from thy mind, as thy kind brings
And no, I'm not trying to farm rip points. I'm just bad. Well, let's say not good enough yet. Come on. Now it's time for her to get down. What was this? Pardon? So come on, come on. No, no, not the way.
Return from whence thou
Pardon?
camest.
Oh no!
Is thy place of belonging.
I thought that I got her down first. No comment on that. Nobody saw nothing. So. I'm about to try my axe. Maybe the axe is the better move. I don't know. Seems it's doing less damage. But I'm not sure. No, I saw you here. Come on, lady. Just one hit. Okay. I saw you. Smooshed. So far, so good. Huh? Come on. Hello. Can you please stop that? Get away, get away, get away. Oh no, I rolled directly into the frost spikes.
As thy kind always have.
No, too bad. But this was another... I would blame it on the camera at this point. Because I knew where I wanted to go, but the movement was not in that direction. Pardon. I'm not sure. Is the axe better than the sword? Or are they similar? And I'm just making up stories. Let's see. The second try I should give it for sure. Do I have anything to put on? Yeah, here. Come on, use it. There she is. Somehow it was a little bit slower than the axe. What?
Ashen one, sweep the thought of us from thy mind, as thy kind always have.
I think this was one of the more funnier deaths. Both were, hitting each other's, and Father Ariandel is weak to all stuff effects and elements. And Frida can be backstabbed or parried for massive riposte damage. So, okay, when the father is weak to everything, then I think instead of having a pure physical heavy great axe, I should go with the lightning thingy great sword, if this makes sense. This also what I saw in one try, that I staggered the father and reposted him, I don't know. And yeah, I just wanted to try the axe. For sure, one thing what I recognize is an attack with the sword is taking this amount of stamina and the axe is taking more, I think. No, I'm not sure now. But the range of the sword is way better than with the axe. I feel just better playing it. Frida can be backstabbed or parried. Massive riposte damage, yeah. I wish I could do a backstab, you know, but I don't see how I am getting fast behind her. Because the moment that I stop attacking her, she is... Huh? Seriously? There. The moment I stop attacking her, she is going directly back to attacks, and the only moment that I can maybe attack her from behind is when she's doing this move. If I find her fast enough. This was not looking like a backstab, but hey. Hey, Z, welcome in. That move you did, dodging under the chair, then coming up behind it, was pretty neat. Yeah, I think you talk about the boss. Because I don't do neat moves here. Oh gosh. I rode into the wrong direction. This for sure was not the camera, this was just May, the thing with the cup. Yeah, I think attacking the father from the share side is that's the play in the second phase. In ignoring the sister as long as possible, only when she's casting, then, I don't know, giving her 1-2 hits to interrupt it. Come on. There you are. There you are. I have no time, I need to get some stamina back. Come on. Can you please give me a little break here? Okay. I haven't seen her at all. I had no idea where she was. Now she's here. Dang. Oh. Yeah, this was too late. Oh, there you are. I should lock her before I attack her. Oh gosh, so bad. Oh gosh, this was pure luck. Slicing the air in the hope that she is somehow around. But I have to say, I like this cutscene. It's very, very well made. Still, I don't know why she is getting up by all this madness. Maybe she was just sleeping. I still like her weapon. I hope I can get it. The style is awesome. Sorry for the long cutscene, but I just like it. So come on. Oh dang. Was loading too far. One attack is better than none attack. Ouch, 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 ouch. Pardon? Get away, get away, get away. Oh gosh. The damage. And she's healing. Come on. Oh. The interrupt was not too late, I think. Oh gosh. Gotcha. So. Oh gosh. I have one flask left. Oh no. This is not giving me a lot of room. This is the last phase of the boss. But somehow I have to play perfect without knowing how. So she was casting from there. I don't know. At least I got her. Get away, get away, get away. Oh. No, 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 no.
Lead us by compassion, sweep all thought of us from thy mind, as thy kind always
Oh
have.
no. Phase 3. 60% or so. It was a good try. But yeah. Getting to the last phase with one flask. Even though that I still had the what's it called? Tears of Denial. But this is not helping. Yeah, every time that I get to phase 3, this is really good. Because I haven't seen it that much, I think, in the 60 tries, whatever we have now. I've been there 4 or 5 times only. And I still have to see how to deal with it. That's why it's looking a little bit helpless when I run around there and not knowing what to do first. Well, here I know I just have to be patient. It's boring AF, but I will get her done better without wasting too many flasks. And then in the second phase I just have to play it good. Oh gosh. Oh, hello. How you doing? So, here we go. Oh, this was one roll too much. Get away, get away, get away. Oh no.
All thought of us from thy mind, as thy kind always have.
I haven't seen that she was already in my back, slicing me. And then the combination of, yeah, his bowl and her attacks. Dang it. Was such a good try in the first phase, and the second was just horrible because yeah, just one flask use. I had to, you know, I died. And this is the worst case when you are dying with almost full flasks. Get away. Oh, there you are. Hello, milady. she was not stealthy. But okay. Hey, Freaky Frenzy. Yeah, free the terrible, indeed. I'm trying to get better. Huh? Come on. Oh gosh. Ran out of stamina because I was hitting air only. Oh no. Get away, get away. A lot of flask wasted for almost no damage to him. Oh gosh. This was my miracle. Oh gosh. Recasting the miracle is such a waste of time. I know it's not, but... Oh gosh. Come on. Move. Move. Oh god. The second phase is so bad. And I run around, get every slice. I'm trying to cut off one of the thing so I can use the volume. Yeah, this is I think, which boss was it? Oh, there were bosses or mobs where you can attack one part of the body and they were getting weaker by that. I don't know if the father has something like this, you know, destroy the share and then, I don't know, he breaks together, so... Probably harder than the end boss of the main game. Yeah, the end boss of the main game. As I said it earlier or the other day, this was really underwhelming to me. After, I don't know, I spent days with a nameless king. And then I got the end boss down in, I don't know, 8 tries. And this is not even, you know, I'm not even good. So the boss was really too weak. Oh gosh. Especially the end boss of the main game was easy to fight. Because, you know, you had no camera issues or, I don't know, fighting a second mob. You just focus on one boss and easy it is. Pontiff was okay for me. Huh? I see you. I saw you here. Dang. Okay. That's a bad try already. I don't know. Once I'm done with this playthrough, I think I will take a break from Dark Soul for a little. Yeah, the greed paid off. No, I was just not amused, let's say, you know, to say it with kind words. This try is already, come on. Anyway, I have to play it well and then well, 2,400. That's a lot of damage that I gave them. Hey Estrish, welcome in. Maybe you missed a few streams. Yeah, I think you did. So, the answer is down. No, I'm joking. I am, yeah. I think this is the second stream that I'm playing the nice Friede. So, no. So last stream I found her and gave her a couple of tries, and yeah, I've seen the third phase already. If you would have asked me, have you seen the fourth phase, then I would have said, okay, thanks. Okay, come on, just kill me. This is ridiculous. You know, the dying here that way, not even 10 seconds into the fight. Ridiculous. No, he hasn't made it to the fourth yet. Yeah, and the fifth and the sixth. Or what was there someone writing the other day? Yeah, this is the phase 3 of 12. And I said, yeah, okay, thanks for that. But there are bosses where I said, okay, the second phase makes sense and everything. But nah, I don't like this fighting down now 3 times, you know. Maybe better that she gets additional attacks or so at 60% and then at 30%. I don't know. The boss or the father comes into the fight, whatever. Saw you. So you never know how many phases the boss has. And of course, the moment that I killed the second phase, I was happy, and then, yeah, nothing to be happy about. Oh gosh. So it's a little bit surprising, but also, yeah, you don't know how far you are. Oh gosh, can you please stop it? Thank you. There? Okay. Got you first, my lady. I guess he hasn't seen the ice cones yet, huh? Yeah, I smooshed her. Yeah, this would be great, you know. Phase 5, she spawns, I don't know, additional ice golems that are helping her. Come on. Oh no. So bad. Oh no. I'm so dead. No, I'm not. She saved the day again. Okay, come on. Oh, wasted attacks. I thought I was not in it.
Leave us be, Ashen One.
He was staggered, I think.
As thy kind always have.
But just because he is staggered does not mean that she is staggered. I learned something new. To be honest, it only gets out when she resurrects the nameless king, and you have to fight both of them in phase 14. Yeah, and the dancer is also coming along, you know, and dancing through the room. Nah, I think phase 3 is... This is the final phase for sure. Yeah, but you know, you mentioned such a boss would be existing, you know. This is that's too much then, I think. Get away, get away, get away. So come on. Another off. Nameless king. The worst one for sure is Nameless King. I would say... Dang, where is she? Oh gosh. I am just laggy. Nameless King, I would say... Phase 1 deaths, that were my first 50 tries. Half of them because of camera. And the other half because I tried to hit the feet instead of the head. Wait a sec, I allow that. And yeah, then the other 200 tries was just getting him down, you know. Before that point it was dancer. Roll. I don't see that. Okay. So come on. Have a drink. Oh, no. Oh no. Stop it. Oh, so bad. That I hit 2 times the ground before I got her was just bad play. So I would not even say that, you know, that, you know, oh, the camera, oh, the coding or whatever. No, it was just me being bad. But anyway, this is what I think my best skill set in this game is that I just keep going, you know. I do not give up. There you are. Saw you. I'm just doing the first DLC, I think. I don't even know. There you are. No. Dang. Also, the start of the DLC was something that I needed a hint for. Gotcha. So I just run around without a plan, and when I finished the base game, then a member of a community gave me a hint how to start the DLC. So here we are again. Okay. I'm getting the bow to the head. Good start. I have to get him into focus. There. Oh no. Yeah, Lord of Cinder I killed. This is the final boss, right? This was not even hard. Oh. Get away, get away, get away. Run, 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 run. Okay. Yeah. This, for example, I would say I was attacking first, but she said no, and she heals up. Oh gosh. So bad. Get out of that. No. Okay. So far so bad. Get away, get away, get away. Oh gosh. Oh, finally. So, we're starting phase 3 without any flask, I think. This is fantastic. Huh? Good luck, yeah. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. No life, but I'm good.
Lead us be, Ashen One. Sweep all
Not
thought
so
of
much
us from
anymore.
thy mind, as thy kind always have.
Ding, ding, ding. So, I'm adding a death, and here we go again. Yeah, you see, it was good, but going into phase 3 without a flask, nah. I'm not that good, you know? I know other people's are so good that they can do, I don't know, bosses without getting hit at all. Was it here? There you are. But this is beyond my skill level. Far beyond. Thank you. That you see progress. Oh gosh. The other day I've seen one of the first... come on, just kill me. I don't even want to go down like this. No, one of the other days I was watching one of the videos or VODs of my first gameplay of Dark Souls, and this is something different. This is really something different. So I am now at 100 plus hours. So I'm getting a little bit better in the game itself. But still, you know, I have to progress in the bosses. I have to get used to their mechanics and everything. This takes me quite a lot of time still. Considering you stun her with every attack, I don't think it'll be hard as Nameless. Yeah, the first phase is okay-ish, let's say. I just have to be patient. Okay. Saying this and then I get 3 hits directly to my face. So, oh dang, I don't hear her anymore. Her regular attacks are just annoying. Okay. If you are breaking the chairs next to me, then I see you too. I don't know, from this DLC, I think it's the first DLC, and as far as I heard from chat is that this is the end boss of the DLC, so I missed another boss in this DLC. Well, I'm not sure about this, especially not where to find it. Oh gosh. I want to play with the father, not with the sister. Come on. At least this time I avoided the smash. Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out. She's healing. Where is she? There. still have to play it carefully in order not to waste too many flasks. Oh gosh, there goes my Tears of Denial +2 flask. Too bad. Get out there, please. Oh my god. Come on, one hit. It were 2 hits and I was out of stamina and I was bathing in the lava. So, where was she? Yeah, no flask. This is how I fight this boss in phase 3. Oh gosh, so bad. I've never seen this move before. This was awesome. Okay, she said, nah, you are not killing me today. That was crazy. I did more time to Grift than I did to Frieda. Yeah, but I don't know yet, you know. I mean, okay, 66 deaths or whatever. I think I forgot a couple of them. They are not much for me, you know. Hey, Hizzy, thanks a lot for the 500 biddies. Oh gosh, what am I doing here? See ya, me lady. Oh gosh, flask are down. Tears of Denial already out. Ah, come on. Just finish.
Return from whence thou camest, for that is thy place of belonging.
My friend got her 1 HP, 70s and he died. Same attack low. Yeah, same. I had one try before that we were hitting both at the same time, and it was the transition, I think, from phase 1 through phase 2. But yeah, I don't know. Phase 3, I cannot even say much about it. Only get her to 60%-ish. So I'm not sure that there's something coming more or so. Are you going here? There you are. Hello. Okay. Oh. I was not even hearing or seeing or anything about it. So, one flask down. Let's play this phase good. It's time for her to die. So, she just casted her stuff. Come on, go away. Go away. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh gosh. Is she healing him? Yes. Dang, that's too bad. Where is she? Over there. Get away, get away, get away. I did enough damage, but still. Oh gosh. Where is he going to? Come on. Get out there. Oh, okay, one flask was too much, but still. 3 flasks. That's a better try. Oh no. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh gosh. Saw you. Oh no. No, 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 no.
Lead us be Asher, sweep all thought of us from thy mind, as thy kind always have.
I don't know. Sometimes she's doing the frost thingies, and sometimes this, I don't know what the dark shadow stuff is. She was doing so much of this frostbite thing that I hardly had any chance to get out there. And I think also I was slowed or whatnot. Still, it was a better try considering the first and second phase. But yeah, still, yes, the heals. I should have interrupted that earlier, then that would be good. Feel like Rando should do finding Estes shard stream. Yeah, this is for example something that I'm really lacking, so I don't know how high the S2 flask can go, but due to the fact that I'm also reaching the flask limit in a lot of tries, I think this is something that I can improve gear-wise. My weapons are at max, so it's only a matter of choice which weapon to use. Behind me. Get away, get away, get away. Oh. Changing blows? No good idea. I save you some time. You need 4 more shards and 1 more undead bone. So I can get 15 flask and plus 10 is the max. Okay. Yeah, especially the flasks. I think the +1 would be nice to have. But the more flasks. Oh god. Uh-oh. Nah. This soup. I call it soup. You know, he's carrying a soup bowl. Oh, a drink. She's casting. Oh, come on. Oh, this is ridiculous. I cannot get to her because he was doing the fire breath that pushed me back. Dang it. What a bad try in the end. Started so good, but meh. Wonder why isn't the dad so big, but the daughter so small? How small was the mother? I think you misunderstand the title of a sister and father. I think it is something religious. And when you see his big bowl that he is drinking from, yeah, I don't know what's inside there, but seems not so healthy. Especially when you see her, his face, then you say, yeah, maybe something evil inside. Oh gosh. But I don't know about the lore, you know, they can also be father and daughter and I don't know. But it seems to be a church, so I was assuming that... where is she? Okay.
Return from whence thou camest, for that is thy place of belonging.
No, the lore is, for me, hard to get because I was not playing the first 2 parts and yeah, if you don't know about that, it's hard to get into later on. So, give me a sec, I have to check something. Walk, 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 walk. Walk, 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 walk. Not that I miss when this is about to start. Okay, so here we are back again. I think it's time now to get her down. Just play good. Patience in the first phase. Just attacking the father in the second phase. Oh gosh. god, get away. This was already my Tears of Denial. Too bad. Anyway, and I have to play the second phase better. Where are you? Gotcha. So... I choose this side of the room. So, good. Eh? What was that? It was out of range? That's kinda strange. So, if I can slash both of them at the same time, that of course would be awesome. Okay, or I get smooshed by both of them at the same time. Get away, get away, get away. No. I don't know, I was killed by the frostbite, I think. Oh, come on. Sometimes I wonder whether it's just the RNG that is making the fight so hard, or is my decision taken during the fight so different every time that I fight it. This is now the 70th try, so one would assume that I learned something of it. For example, rolling out there twice. Oh, I can block it with the sword. And there she is. And I run out of stamina so fast. Oh god. Come on. You wanna dance? Oh. Oh. This was just pure luck. Hey Mercury. Welcome in. How you doing? Focusing. Oh gosh. While I'm running around. So bad, so bad, so bad. So. Come on, lady. No, he got me good.
Us from thy mind, as thy kind always have.
Dang. Why? We keep on trying. Keep on pushing. And it takes one good try to get the boss down. Everything else is just in the process of getting there. Come on. Oh gosh. So bad. And drinking 2 was also bad there. You're here. You're here, you. It jumped there. Okay. Forgot to lock the boss to attack it. Hit flasks. Let's be good. Huh? Or just gets dumped without any chance to move out of the frost and the bowl. I think this were 2 things at the same time that got me there. So, also, I have to be careful in phase 2. Running their headless into the fight is not the play. Okay. Sometimes I see the shadows and sometimes I don't see it at all. Okay, got her. Don't forget to stretch, you know, whenever the transition is. I stretch my fingers, I stretch my neck. I think I will do another 10 minutes, then Brill will start. I will raid her and then I will do full body stretching. Oh god. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Step. Yes. They're not related. Okay, I thought so. Anyway, in this dark game, seems everyone is dead anyway. Besides some NPCs that are more, oh gosh, maniac than anything else. Get away, I have to drink. Oh gosh. There are combinations of attacks. I don't know. I have nothing against that. Hey, baby. Good morning. How you doing? No. No? This is what I wanted to cast it. Here we go. It's going awesome, you know. I just forgot to add another dead, and you know, we're getting on here. Phase 3, we have seen a couple of times. Still gets smooshed in phase 1, as we can see here. I don't know. Was it a backstab? Was she taking more damage? At least the sound was not to hear. Oh gosh. There you are. Oh gosh, now I hear it. It's the first time that I got her that way. Smooshed. Awesome. So baby, wish me good luck. Want to get him down now. Okay, we are starting with bolt to the head. That was so not good. I thought I was out of danger there, but not at all. Smoosh indeed. I got smooshed by a big bowl of, I don't know, red soup. Whatever this kind of soup is. Hey, Pokefan. Welcome in. Thanks for the big raid. The party of 11. Yeah, thanks for the shout out. Maybe I was about to do it. You were playing Naked Man Simulator, or what was the name that Danks gave in the 7 Deadly Sins? How was it? I hope you had a lot of fun there. You are coming almost at the end of my stream. I think I will give it another try with the boss, and then I was about to head over to Brodane. Hope that she can stream today. BB, do you know anything about, is she streaming today or not? Shirtless Man Simulator. It was a blast. Yeah, you know, sometimes I see you online and then I check out what you are doing there. I think that's kind of strange to me. I don't know what you are doing there. The other day, Pokefan was doing some art with painting where I say, okay, this is a skill that I simply do not have at all. So it's absolutely amazing. And I suggest everyone inside the chat that is not already following Pokemon is doing it. Yeah. Pokefan, sorry. Where is he? Dang. Come on, roll. Oh gosh. Yes. Why is it working now and it was not working before? I never did this before. These were the first 2 tries where I was smooshing the freezer so hard. Roll. Oh gosh. I don't see anything. What's she doing? No, no, no. Not dead. Not dead yet. Roll, roll, roll. Come on.
Leave us be.
Oh no.
Thought of us
Why?
as they
I had 9 flasks still. I was really hard stuck in there. Oh man. She just started her stream. So guys, I think we had some good tries, we had some bad tries, and we will now go over to our sweet Brildane. And thank you all for coming in here. Thank you all for the bits, the follows, all the shares, and thanks for the raid, Pokemon for sure. I wish you all a good day and see you over at Brildane. So, see you in a bit. Bye bye.